So yes, this looks like a good comparison. Level 193, level 101, level 241, level 7. Anyway, welcome to 100% Orange Juice. This is a new game on the channel. I mean, the game's been around for a while, but this is the first time putting it on the channel. And I am here with Bennett, Paul, and Pudding Mage. Also, Neo is here, but he is muted right now. He is just spectating because he's working on art, and also his internet is being a thing.
Hello!
Hi, I have too much hours in this game.
I think comparing the win
Just a
numbers
little.
is even worse. 1006,
I like how-
510, 104, 1.
Yeah, I like how you're like 50 levels above me, but double my wins. Just shows how much I throw in
I
this
just
game.
like the fact that apparently I'm only allowed to have one win per level, more or less.
There is that too, I guess.
You are allowed exactly
So,
one win.
for those who have not heard of this game or seen it, 100% Orange Juice is a virtual tabletop board game. How it plays, you'll see more when we get into it, but basically know that we are trying to level up, or Norma, as the game calls it, achieve Norma, 5 times. Whoever does it first wins. But there's a lot more than that, and we'll start by going into the next screen where we will make our card deck.
It's one of those things that'll start making sense as we actually get into the game and start playing it, and you can see everything going on. Also, just fair warning, we play at max speed, so in the comments let us know if that's too fast to keep up with, but it hopefully shouldn't be too terribly bad.
I will start with a simpler character for introductory sake. Especially since it's actually been a bit since I've used my namesake avatar.
And we're going.
I'm haunted.
Yes, yes you are.
So, in terms of general gameplay, as I said, it was a board game. You roll a die 1 to 6 to move. This die is actually very important for a lot of different things. The characters we've each picked also have various stat totals. You'll notice that we have different HP values, for example. If you add on an encounter panel, you will fight the enemy in question, and the numbers you have on attack, defense, and evasion affect your rolls. Attack's straightforward, that's just how much damage you're doing. Defending and evading are different, though. If you defend an attack, you will reduce the damage to a minimum of 1. If you evade the attack, you need to beat the number you have in front of you, and you'll take no damage. Failure results in taking a full hit. I have no reason not to evade this, so...
There you go.
If you ever want to see in this game what your opponent's stats look like, just hover over their pictures in the corner. You can even see their corresponding special card and any special mechanics they may have as a character.
Yes, I'm trying to remember to show all that.
The recovery value on the card will come into play when someone actually goes down. Do note, you can fight other players, and it's kind of encouraged if you want to stop people from winning.
Murder.
But how much of a pain in the tail you want to be is dependent on the player choice.
Some characters are a pain in other ways.
Indeed.
Now, for a majority of characters, there's one exception. Your first Norma is going to be to collect 10 stars, and you can see what your Norma objective is by checking
Let's see here.
the portrait of the person as well.
Oh, chicken.
Yeah.
Evasive
Ah, damn.
chicken.
Chicken. It just as a reminder, we're going to call it Norma all the time, but it is basically just character level.
Right.
Now, what you just saw there is one of the field events. We have them set to random, with some exceptions being removed due to what they cause more issues than they would solve. In this case, we have 3 of them: regeneration, mind layer, and spores.
These can be
Mind
seen in
layer,
the info tab on the right.
mind layer. How many? I don't remember the chapters.
Mine
so
layers
yeah.
every 3 turns.
and that just plays a random trap card on the map.
It's a select pool of traps, though. They're usually very inconsequential. In this case, it's like discard a card, lose a turn, or take 1 damage. And I guess since I haven't explained other panels, the yellow panels, you gain stars based on the number you roll when you land on them. Purple is a warp, you warp to another purple panel. Blue, you drop the number you roll. Green draws a card. There are others, but they're not on this particular map.
Right.
Now, when you end up getting your Norma, unless you're playing certain specific characters, you have a choice between either collecting more stars or defeating enemies. Enemies include the little red panel enemies or other players who are worth 2 wins, unless otherwise stated. Generally, the thing is with stars, when it comes to player versus player, if the person gets KO'd, they lose half their stars. However, they do not lose wins, so some people may want to go for wins, but it really depends on what your stats are and what cards you bring to the table, because the deck is made up of cards that each and every player puts into their hand.
Paul's character is not very offensive, so he's probably going to go with stars.
Yes.
I actually like the mix of characters we got here. We don't have anyone... Oh, Pudding. Ow.
So that's going to make him lose a turn. Any previously revealed cards can be shown in the bottom right.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, we don't have anyone too complicated here. We got a nice mix of offense and passive screwery.
Nico's like the only really, mechanically complicated character, and even then she's not that complicated.
I think about the only other thing worth mentioning that I'm not sure if it's been said yet, forgive me, I'm kind of zoning in and out today, but once you're ready to upgrade your Norma, you have to land on a base. Now, notably, your own base, you can choose to stop there even if your roll would continue you past your base. You can upgrade on somebody else's base, but you have to land on those exactly.
We did not say that yet. Thank you for covering that.
Yep.
Alright, regen is every 5 turns, we just heal 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Now, so the thing to note too, if you do attack another player, you do stop moving. You do not get the rest of your movement and land on the panel they're on. For the sake of showing it, I will enact a combat as another person.
Oh, well,
you're
okay,
dead.
bye.
Ouch!
If you KO another player, you steal half their stars.
Yep.
My
And you
5
get to-
stars.
And
If an enemy KOs another player, they go on the enemy instead, and the person who KOs that enemy gets the pot.
Oh yeah, I lost my turn too, wow.
Bad turn for Saki.
Can't help but notice these 2 opposite corners are getting a lot of mushroom love.
Yeah.
You may also have
that-
noticed about when someone Normas, their theme also starts playing. This game uses royalty-free music.
Should we take this as a moment to talk about what you've been up to?
I wasn't going to get into that quite yet, but since we've segued into it. There is a modding scene in this game which can let you replace visuals and music. I actually have a music pack myself that replaces the entire game's soundtrack with Sonic music titled The Mega Drive. I intend to update that probably within the time of this video going up to at least include up to everybody but the last 2 characters that just got added, because I have to think more on what to replace their songs with. Hashtag shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Is there anywhere that people can currently find that?
It's in the Steam Workshop. This
So
game
there
has
you go.
workshop support, so it's very easy enough to locate those. And there are thousands of mods. You'll find something you want, most likely.
True enough.
It's a lot of very silly mods.
I should note that putting Mage did also help me with some of the songs, at least to get it structured.
There is quite a few characters in this game. I don't remember if we're showing the character select screen or not, but
There's
it's
about
like, what,
80.
60? Oh, 80. Okay, I'm way
And a
off.
good
We are
chunk of them
pushing 80,
are-
I think.
A good chunk of them are downloadable content.
You know what? I don't dare.
Oh, you got one of the new cards.
Oh, he's just got a little
Yeah, I don't
bit.
know that I want that.
Okay, by bit.
I suppose we haven't gone out of our card types yet. Only one has been revealed so far, which is traps. They get placed on below your feet, and as long as you have the level to play them. And then the person who lands on them triggers them. Hoping to find other examples. I guess this counts. If you see an icon like this hovering around someone, they have a gift card, which is a passive effect. Which Jerome has one of those too.
I don't want this.
The symbol kind of gives you an idea as to which card it is. If you've played the game enough, you'll know what they do, but for explanation's sake, I have Lucky Charm, which gives me extra stars at the start of every turn, based on my level, but I lose more stars when I get knocked out, and I can't play any other cards until I get rid of this one. Putting mages makes it so you can play cards on normal or above you at the cost of paying 5 more stars for all cards you play. Some gift cards also stop you from being able to achieve your Norma, but neither of those actually.
That took a while. I think we actually explained most of the garbage in this game so far.
I think more or less.
We'll eventually have to explain exactly what the mushrooms do once someone actually grabs one.
True.
I suppose we didn't actually deal with spores at all, which is also every 3 turns. They are cards that go in your hand that can do an assorted number of effects. Some beneficial, some terrible. Some nothing.
And they're also different every single time that event comes up. So just because, say, one of the mushrooms does something one time doesn't mean the next time you play, that specific mushroom's going to do the same thing.
Oh, and Neo brings up a fair point, too. Neo did also give me the visual for that particular mod. He helped me make that. And technically helped me in gathering the music itself.
Indeed. It's not even that the chicken is doing anything bad, it's just that it's evading everybody.
Chicken is annoying. All the mobs are uniquely annoying. That's the worst one.
This is the one that gets memed. Good ol'... That was your cue to roll a 7.
He still did 2 damage. Oh my goodness,
welcome.
okay.
Basically, if you
Things
ever hear
happen
someone who's terrified of seagulls, they've probably played this game and have experienced dying to that thing over and over.
To be fair, it really isn't something to be afraid of birds in a video game, let's be honest.
Also true. Hashtag always the birds.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Incidentally, I think it's time to spice things up. Hypercard time.
Uh-oh.
I mentioned it earlier, those are everybody's specials.
Yep, in Nico's case, hers is unique, as in, she randomly gets to select 3 hypercards from other characters and gets to use another card.
Yeah, she basically replaces her hand with random hypers from anybody in the entire game.
Hence, and one of them is fairly obvious, considering I now have an ice cream bar floating around my character.
Unfortunately, gift cards do nothing to Nico except make her gain more stars off of,
which is why there are an entire hand's worth of them in the deck, because I would bring every single one of those. Since I get additional stars per gift card in my inventory. And generally speaking, unless otherwise stated, most characters can only hold 3 cards in their hands. Some characters, like Nico, can hold 4.
And there's one that can only hold 2.
I mean, I suppose I may as well use one of these.
Do either of the people here who have played the game more remember who that is? Off quiz.
Oh, God. There's even some characters.
V2.
Yeah, which one, sorry?
Is it V2?
V2, yes. Saguri V2.
Yeah, okay. I remember that because people used to actually play her on co-op before they made that weird. Yeah, there is co-op in this game,
Yeah,
too.
there are actually a few different modes in this game, but we're just going to be playing the basic game today. Oh, and Rome went and used his particular special. For 3 turns, he is going to attack first. When attacking first, the opponent cannot attack back once per combat.
Hello.
So let's go a little bit crazier again.
I'm... Okay.
The groan is because we are all rolling 1 this turn.
Oh dear.
On everything.
I would ask what that
mean-
accomplishes, but I know the accomplishment is just to do it.
What did you just place that you're going to make me consider landing on?
Well, it can't be, you know.
Bell. I am going to just go over here, though.
I mean, you're just going to lose 1, so...
Exactly.
Okay. Let's see, I did pick up a mushroom. Let's see what the boost does. Oh,
What?
it gives
You
me a
won.
win.
Okay.
I guess of note, too, the bonus and drop panels do scale with your level. They start by being 1 times your level and then scale with your level, with bonus capping at 3. Drop continues up through 5, so be careful landing on drops at high level.
Ow. I see, we got another thing to explain here in a second.
Yep, wait until it actually shows up.
Oh, yes.
God, I want a card, but I have to do this.
Disclaimer, the later videos will not be as explainy. We kind of have
Also
to
true,
first
yes.
round.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I have this power. I have to keep using it.
Ah.
Hey, there was another person.
Yeah, you
With
could have
more
punched
money.
me instead. So when someone reaches Norma 4, the first person who gets to the 4th, basically the level 4 objective first, at the start of the next chapter or turn cycle, a boss spawns. The boss replaces every normal encounter on the board. They are very highly statted and are usually going to just defeat you if you go after them. They are, however, worth 3 wins, and if enough people continually die to the boss, they amount a big jackpot of stars. Many bosses are the key to actually winning games because they just become these big piggy banks.
Big
Indeed
dangerous
true.
piggy banks.
Yes.
And typically, people will save some cars defensively to deal with the boss if they're not comfortable fighting it themselves.
If I had any.
Once the boss is defeated, normal encounters will appear again. You can resummon the boss through other means, but I don't think anybody here brought those cards.
Hey, look, it's that again.
Protagonist Privilege is very good at allowing you to pot-shot the boss and not die to it.
Or...
Let's see what this does.
Oh.
Oh, it gave me extra evasion. Not that that's gonna help me here. I'm alive.
I went for it.
Yes, you did. And since we played more of them, I guess just explain the rest of the cards. Boost cards are boosts usually for yourself or to inflict on somebody else. Battle cards are only played in combat. They augment your stats or your rolls, or outright negate combat altogether. Event cards usually affect the entire board. Every card has a norma or level requirement that you need to be at to be able to play the card, and a star cost. On cards, if a card has yellow stars, that is equal to 10 stars for the cost, so 10 per. For example, the protagonist Privilege Rome plays is 20 stars, he has to be level 3 or higher to actually play it. If it's a green star, that's 1. If it's black stars, that means there's some other calculation as to how its cost is handled.
And yes, I'm largely letting other people explain things because, I mean, you saw the start of the video, you see how little I've played this compared to the others.
So yes, let's let the person that has like 1,000 wins play and explain things.
That one did nothing. Still alive, okay.
Hi everyone.
Boy, I really wish I had a certain card right now.
Can I stop landing on bases? Just want stars. Hello.
Right, heat is a stock effect now, not a turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
Oh
dear.
Alright.
Well then.
That's RoahmMythril special.
Yep.
I didn't even want your stars. I just wanted to not land on the stupid base again.
Look, I landed on Heat 300%, which gave me -2 defense. I was a sitting duck. I was waiting for that to happen.
I'm at 1. Let's not do any crash.
I mean, technically, I probably still should have fought there. I think I still had protagonist privilege going, but after seeing how bad that was, I just didn't want to mess with it.
Well, you would have wasted the card if I actually did
I
decide
think
to use
everyone's killed me at this point, so...
And I guess I will just show it, because at this point I kind of would like to die and come back anyway. Bosses, by the way, are map-specific. You will always see specific bosses on the map you pick. There's one exception, it's not that important. As you can see, the manager is not a friendly face to fight. There are certain characters who literally cannot survive his highest roll. From full health.
That gave me 2 evade. And
Yes,
I am debating on if I want to use that or not. I should have.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you rolled a 1 on evade, you would have died anyway.
Yeah, but I could have still at least tried to evade.
I forgot there's confetti there now. Where the party time was. Look how busy that square is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A card! I have a card! That's not a mushroom.
I would like to get some cards at this point, but I keep just hitting bases.
Hello. I have a mushroom. What do you think of that? Not much.
He does not think much of it. Someone has actually survived manager.
That's one manager I do not want to speak to. Let's be honest.
Oh. I don't think I want this.
Good old Popo the stature. Steal stars from people you pass, but you have -1 defense. Discard on KO.
Why?
Oh, well, okay.
Hacks.
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't entirely sure what the thing was that I landed on, but I guess it just made me lose a turn.
That would be the dangerous pudding.
Okay, that's what that was.
Depending on your screen resolution, I think you get anywhere from like 3 to 5 cards in the bottom right corner that you can review.
Oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay. No, absolutely not.
But you don't want to fight me and my pistol?
No, I don't think I do. I'm only brave when I know I can't be hit back.
I see.
Really?
Is there another party going on? Like, what's this?
Well, all right, the game is telling me to try this. I'm
boy.
gonna see what happens. You're fine. It is as low as I could have rolled. I am not. I am very much not.
Okay.
I'm usually very passive playing this game. I guess I should have kept passive.
Ow.
Oh, that's
Okay,
it.
more.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. That
As you can
happened.
see, games can swing very quickly.
I've doubled my win count.
Yeah.
So does that make it 200% orange juice? Oh, dang it. Oh, no, that would be mixed juice, my bad.
Oh, I actually have stuff to unlock again. Wow.
When you finish a game, you do level up. You get oranges, which are like a daily currency, basically, you can use in a shop. And arcade tokens to get pets, among other things. And you also get stars, which can be used in the shop, usually to buy more cards or get colors.
I feel like that was very much a wins by doing nothing round.
Very much could be.
I needed some cards. I kept not landing on card spaces. I play more mushrooms than cards.
I'm normally more used to having more chances to use random hypers.
That's true. Well, I was a pretty quick round, and it was a tiny board, so...
I mean, seriously, that all just basically came down to someone threw themselves at me, lost, fed me a lot of stars, and I got a lucky roll.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what happens sometimes.
I mean, I don't usually throw myself at people, but I thought, and I guess what I probably should have done is just fought Paul, because both of you had the stars, but Paul, I think, was closer. Either way.
Either way, yeah, that is 100% orange juice. Board games!
That is a round.